I'm Chief Meteorologist Jacqueline Bennett in the Cron 4 Weather Center with this forecast update. A live look outside this afternoon from our Mount Tamcam, where we're still seeing mostly sunny skies and pretty warm temperatures. It is cooler than what we saw out there yesterday, but we are still in the 90s. Portions of our inland valleys like Livermore, it's 95 there. It's 92 in Pleasanton and Concord. Down in the South Bay, 90 in San Jose. Closer to the coastline, though, this is where we felt the cool down today the most. 74 in Daly City, 77 in Half Moon Bay, 80 in downtown San Francisco, and 78 in Richmond. As we look ahead to tonight, it's going to stay mostly clear, but it's not going to be as warm as last night. Still going to have a lot of 50s out there, not as many 60s as you head out the door tomorrow morning. We're also going to have some cloud cover for your Friday. Temperatures are going to cool pretty dramatically Bay Area wide, especially for our Bay shores. And as we head into the weekend, that big cool down will drop temperatures into the 60s and low 70s. So here's a look at satellite and radar picture right now. A little bit of high cloud coverage moving through the Bay Area. We do have the storm system offshore, well offshore, but what this is going to do is increase our sea breeze winds as it approaches the coastline. That is going to be the big cool down that we'll see, and we'll also catch more of the cloud cover into the weekend as well. So here's a look on Futurecast. Tomorrow morning at 7, you'll see more blue on your screen representing temperatures in the 50s, a little bit of green representing those 60s, and we're still going to warm pretty quickly. By noon, we'll see widespread 70s, even some 80s, but notice the sliver of green at the coastline. Temperatures staying cooler coastside tomorrow because of the sea breeze winds, staying in the 60s there, 70s inside the bay, 80s away from the coastline. So let's take a look at temperatures in your neighborhood. At the coast, we're only going to be in the 60s, as I mentioned. 67 in Half Moon Bay and Ocean Beach, 66 in Pacifica. It'll be 72, though, in downtown San Francisco. 70s down the peninsula, down into Redwood City. We'll hit the low 80s there. For our East Bay shoreline, this is where we're going to cool a lot tomorrow. We'll have about 10 degrees of cooling over today. 77 in Hayward, 76 in Oakland, just 73 degrees in Richmond, 79 down in Fremont. Inland valleys still on the warm side, but not in the 90s like today. We'll be in the upper 80s in Concord, 86 there, 85 in Walnut Creek and Danville. It'll be 87 in Pleasanton and in Livermore. The South Bay still in the upper 80s as well in some locations like Los Gatos, Campbell, and Morgan Hill. Low 80s, though, in Mountain View and in San Jose. And then up in the North Bay, we'll have a mix, but mainly going to be in the low 80s, but we'll have mid 80s out in Fairfield. It'll be 82 in Sonoma, Petaluma, 80 in Novato, 80 in Vallejo. Now, I talked about that cool down here a moment ago. It's going to be pretty dramatic as we head into the weekend. Things cooling off tomorrow, but still warm. You still see a lot of 80s and upper 80s out there around the Bay Area tomorrow. By Saturday, though, in the 60s and 70s. So Danville taking a big drop. Same thing in San Carlos. San Leandro dropping down to 68 by Saturday. 77 in Campbell. Just 74 degrees in Livermore Saturday. That's a 13-degree drop over what we'll see tomorrow. So here's a look at your extended forecast. It's still going to be warm out there tomorrow, but we will have a few clouds. It is going to be cooler as we head into the weekend. A dramatic cool down expected, and early next week we're going to cool even more into Monday. In fact, there's a very, very slight chance that we could see some rain, very, very light rain, but some rain nonetheless into Monday. And things will start to improve and warm up as we head through the rest of the work week.